I mean, the obvious one, is, or at least obvious to us, is that it's just a supply and demand issue.
Right.
It is. There are way more jobs than there are workers, and we see it very closely in the skilled, trades, the more blue collar type jobs. It's almost, growing because they can't find the front end labor, so therefore they're automating, which is putting more pressure in finding more of the skilled talent, and that's just kind of, driving this huge demand. So, those that have those skills, that talent, they have a lot of options right now. And, so the competition to try to find those individuals and get them where you need them is higher than ever. Good, control technician or a great mechanic, whatever the case may be, their ability to seek higher wages, to seek certain kind of benefits, certain kind of work environment.
Negotiate individually.
They basically are, as we say in the real estate market, it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. Well, right now it's the same thing. Right now it's an employee market, and the employer is trying to try to figure out how to kind of work in this current situation. On top of it, we have now fully moved ourselves in. We've been going through, over the years, Tim, we've talked about, the concept of a gig economy and the impact of the way people view work in a gig economy, meaning like, where you're somewhat your own employee, like an Uber driver, you're basically your own boss to a certain extent.
And again, for people that don't know, I used to think it had something to do with technology gig, but it's really like a job. I got a gig.
Yeah, I got a gig. And so, but as we've now spent quite a few years in that mindset, and so the employee mobility and migration, there was a recent article ADP put out that said that 7 in 10, so 70% of workers have considered a major career change this year. I think the significance of that is it's now in the mindset. There was for years the baby boomers, who we'll talk about here in a minute, and some of the retirement on that. They were more likely to stay put. They for whatever reason, whether it was loyalty, whether they just didn't have the same opportunities. But now, between this huge demand, this huge opportunity, the ability to kind of negotiate your own deal, and then a willingness to do it, you've got a bit of a perfect storm, as we would say.